Hello everyone, my name is Kaite and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this easy shoulder bag. It is size adjustable so you can make it any size of your choice. Mine is measuring at about 12.5 inches wide and the tallest part is about 11 inches and then the shortest part is about 6 inches. For this project I'll be using number 4 medium weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic. You don't have to use this yarn, you can use any yarn of your choice, just adjust the hook size. But today I'll be using a 5mm crochet hook. We're going to start with a slip knot and a chain of 31. If you want to change the size of the bag, just go ahead and chain any amount of chains plus 1. I'm going to continue and chain 31 and I'll meet you back. I finished chaining 31. And for row 1, we're going to work 1 single crochet using the second chain from the hook. Don't count the loop on your hook, but count the chain. So here's 1, 2. Into the second chain, work 1 single crochet. I'll be working my single crochet using the back loops of each chain. So right over here, you'll be able to see the loop right here. Pick it up and work 1 single crochet. If it's hard for you to see, just go ahead and work single crochets using the front loops right here. For this row, we're just going to work 1 single crochet across. You're going to work your single crochets using the back loops of the chains or the front loops, it doesn't matter. And right over here, we're just working single crochets across. Continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how to finish it. I'm coming to the end of row 1 and to finish this row just go ahead and work 1 single crochet using the last chain, and at the end of this row you should have 30 single crochets. Row 2 will be our repeat row, and to start we're just going to chain 1 and turn our work, and right over here back into this first stitch you're going to work your single crochet. So the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. And now again, you're just going to pick up the next stitch and work a single crochet. And that's the pattern for this row. It's just working 1 single crochet across. Continue working on your single crochets for row 2 and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how to finish it. I'm coming to the end of row 2 and this is how it looks like. And to finish this row, right over here we have our last stitch left. Into that last stitch, go ahead and work your single crochet, pick up both loops and work 1 single crochet. For row 3 and the rest of the rows, we're just going to repeat row 2. We're going to start by chaining 1. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Turn your work and into this first stitch right here, go ahead and work 1 single crochet and work 1 single crochet across. And that's all there is to this pattern, just working 1 single crochet across for each row. Continue working on your rows, repeating row 2. I'm going to work a total of 90 rows and then I'll meet you back. I finished working on my rows and I worked a total of 104 rows, not 90. You want to make sure that right over here, this is my last row. So when I fold it in half like this, made a triangle, you want to fold it where these two pieces are the same. And then you want to repeat this 2 more times. So here's 1 more. And then when I bring this over here, it's aligning, so they're equal. And my piece is measuring at, let's see, so it's about 8.5 inches wide and the length is about 24.5 inches. Once you're done with your rows, go ahead and fasten off. So you want to chain 1 and cut your yarn, pull out your hook, tighten it, and let's go ahead and fold our bag. To do that, we're going to focus on this side first, and this side we're just going to bring it up and make a right triangle. So right over here is my triangle, and you can add a stitch marker to hold it in place, so make sure this is a line here. And once you're happy, you can go ahead and add a stitch marker. You don't have to add a stitch marker. And right over here on this side, we're going to bring this end, the top end, towards us and fold it at the bottom. And once again, check your stitches, make sure they're aligned here. And once you're happy, you can go ahead and add a stitch marker. So this is how it looks like. So we have one side facing up and then this side facing down. So they're opposite. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this side right here and we're going to bring it here. So right over here, we're going to fold it right here where these two clips are meeting together. And once you're happy, we're going to go ahead and sew this in place. Let's go ahead and sew this first. And I added an extra clip just to hold it in place so it doesn't move around. We're going to start from the bottom and then work our way up. And right over here, I'm just going to insert my needle and pull through. I'm actually going to just make a knot so it doesn't move around, and then I'll work on the yarn tail later. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to pick up each loop from both sides. So right here, I'm just going to pick up this loop and then the second loop from the second side and just whip stitch it together. You can use a ladder stitch if you like to. And if you're not good with sewing, you can actually slip stitch the two sides together. And I'm just going to repeat this. So I'm going to pick up the loop from this side and a loop from the second side and just whip stitch it. And that's all it is here, just whip stitching the two sides together, picking up one loop from each side. I'm going to continue and whip stitch this side together and then I'll meet you back. I went ahead and I sewed this side together. And I'm coming to the end. I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of the stitch markers and just continue sewing until the end. Picking up one loop from each side. And right here is my last stitch. I'm going to go ahead and insert my needle there. And then one more from this side. And one more time repeat it. And you can go ahead and bring up a loop, insert your needle into that loop, and then pull through like this. When you're done, you can actually use this yarn tails and make a knot. And like I said, we'll work on these later. So right over here, we sewed this side together, and this is how it looks like. And then this is how it looks like on the inside. And now what we're going to do is we're going to flip the bag. And right over here, we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So you're going to go ahead and sew this side together. So these two sides, you're going to go ahead and sew them together, same exact way. And then I'll meet you back once mine is sewn. We finished sewing the bag and this is how it looks like. So right here, we sewed this side, and then on this side, we sewed it right over here. You can turn your bag inside out. Last thing we need to do is just weave in the yarn tails, and for a strap you can go ahead and crochet a strap if you like to, but I'm actually going to use a strap that I already have from a bag and just attach it right over here in this corner, and then repeat the same thing on this side. If you're going to crochet a strap, go ahead and chain 7 and work 1 single crochet into the 6 chains, and then just keep working like that until your strap is long enough, just single crochets, and then you can sew it on this end and then also on this end. So it's up to you how you like your strap to be. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to weave in the yarn tail, and then you can just repeat the same thing to all the other yarn tails. I'm using a tapestry needle, and right over here I'm just going to pick up any of the single crochet loops that I can find. Right here I'm just picking up one loop from each stitch and pull through, and then drop one loop and come right back where you started and pull through, and one more time. And if your yarn tail is short like mine, don't worry about it, just go ahead and insert your needle using any of the loops you found, and then right over here go ahead and place your yarn tail back into the eye of the needle and pull through. And you can go ahead and cut this yarn tail and repeat the same thing to all the rest of the yarn tails. If you like, you can add a flap with the button right over here in the middle. I'm going to leave mine like this, but I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.